There's really no secret about our approach. We keep moving forward, opening up new doors, doing new things, because we're curious. And curiosity keeps leading us down new paths. We're always exploring and experimenting.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the ImagineEars Disney podcast. I am your host, Matt, and I am joined, as always, by my good friend and co-host, Susie. Hello, Susie.
Hello, Matt. How was your Memorial Day weekend?
How was my Memorial Day weekend? I'm trying to think. We didn't do a whole lot. Just kind of worked from home, did some travel bookings, had a
Nice.
family cookout. I don't want to say
Fun.
barbecue. It was not barbecue.
What's
It's a
the
cookout.
what's the difference?
Well, barbecue, you have actually, you know what? It kind of was a barbecue because we did have smoked deer sausage and smoked
Hmm.
venison.
So does that make it a so what makes it a barbecue versus a cookout? Because what if your cookout has barbecue sauce? Then is it a barbecue? These are genuine questions coming from a vegetarian. I want to know more about your world. Teach me your ways.
I don't necessarily think that barbecue sauce makes it a barbecue. I think it is the meat that is being prepared.
Oh,
So it was kind of a hodgepodge. So we did have the barbecue things, but then we had hot dogs and hamburgers. So that would be like
okay.
a cookout.
Okay.
Yes. Swansea is
Nice.
correct. Barbecue is smoked food. So we did
Ah,
technically have some of that.
okay.
We can
Okay.
make you some smoked vegan sausage.
Hey, it's good. It's good stuff. Have you had it before? Did you have a bite of the sausage they gave me when we went to Beer Garden?
Yes.
It wasn't bad. I
It
mean, it
was not
wasn't smoked,
it
but
was not bad. You know, doesn't quite compare to the real thing, but we do what
uh
we can.
it's my turn to leave you briefly. Somebody woke up from their nap and chose violence against one of my tennis shoes. So
Chose violence.
have a brief monologue.
Oh,
BRB.
Copper. So anyway, while Susie checks on Copper. So yes, hope you all had a wonderful Memorial Day weekend for those of our friends in the United States. Hope you had a safe holiday and hope you were having a great start to your week. So yeah, it's just been kind of busy. So tonight we are actually going to be discussing our favorite modes of transportation at Walt
Wait,
Disney World.
what are we
We
talking about? I'm just kidding. I'm prepared.
Sure, we're prepared. We were
Yeah,
prepared
as of
as of
like
like 3 o'clock this
3:30 this.
afternoon. Hey, what are we talking about tonight?
I don't
Because it
know.
felt like Monday.
I'm
Guys,
so tired. I have not recovered. So what a party animal am I, you guys. I saw Paul McCartney in concert this past weekend and
mm,
it was fantastic. Literally one of the coolest experiences of my life. But I just between traveling back from Orlando and then the long weekend with friends, I just didn't really have a chance to recover. And as we all know, I'm 87 years old at my core, and I need 3 to 4 business days to recover from being out until 2 a.m.
that is correct. Paul McCartney himself, it has more energy than Susie.
The dude performed for 2.5 hours. I mean, like, I was standing and singing and screaming and dancing the whole time too, but like, he's 81. I'm 28. I have no excuse for being tired 2 days later, 3 days later.
Yeah, I missed out on that concert. That would have been a fun one for sure.
Mhm.
And then you're going also to the Ringo concert
Yeah.
here soon. Yes,
Yeah. So,
all the all the Beatles.
well, all the alive Beatles.
Oh, you know.
I know. I'm very excited.
Swansea said, Paul McCartney live must be like watching Weekend
No,
at Bernie's.
honestly, this dude
Oh,
was rocking
oh.
out. He
Dude's
was
playing like 6 instruments.
he was all over the stage. He was hyping up the crowd. He was telling us stories. It was awesome. I mean, yes, he's old. No, he doesn't sound like he did in 1966, but who cares?
Oh dear. Oh dear. The door may be opening here in just a second. Maybe not.
I mean, between you know who stealing a you know what and you know who going into your room, it just seems on brand for what we've just been distracted this whole day anyway.
Do you hear her?
Mhm.
Yeah. Oh, we'll see what happens.
Well, it's okay.
What's going to be really great is in the future when she looks back at these videos where she would cry for a live studio audience.
I loved the time she came in and then just like sat in your lap like this, like looking at the camera. The
Yeah,
last
because
5 minutes of the show.
that was the night that Becca was gone. So
Yeah,
fun times.
there wasn't another option.
Well, I think
Anywho,
we will see.
so how about this weather we've been having?
How about this weather? I'm going to be highly editing this one before we publish it. So
you guys get a treat with it being live.
yeah.
All right.
Hold that thought,
Okay.
Parents.
Okay.
Carry on, Susie. I'm figuring
Okay.
out how to mute myself. Oh, there it is.
Okay. Well, I'll do a little talking. So Matt and I talked about this earlier today, but if you guys saw the live action Pinocchio trailer came out today, I am really tired of these live action remakes. I love Tom Hanks, but this one looks a little meh to me. We'll see. And then I know we still have Snow White coming out at some point and a Little Mermaid live action. Oh, there's Matt's lightsaber. What we should do one of these times when Matt leaves me to stand here and talk is we should play like I Spy with his bookshelf. So, has anyone? Yeah, we got a couple people commenting. So let's see. I Spy. No, this is lame. Okay, but back to the Pinocchio trailer. It just looks like a lot of CGI to me. It looks overly edited. And looking at the cast, I don't have a problem with the cast. Like I said, I love Tom Hanks, but I don't know. Some of these people have already been in, live action remakes, and I'm just not really feeling. I'm not really feeling it. Plus, I don't like Pinocchio in general. It's not my favorite thing. It's really weird with the whole thing with the donkey. It's just weird. Okay, Swansea, just thank you. It kind of looks terrible. But I also have live action remake exhaustion. So at the beginning of the trailer, they're like, from the studio that brought you Beauty and the Beast and The Lion King. And I know they're talking about the reimagined versions. I'm like, that's not something to brag about. So those are my thoughts on it. Yeah, I agree, Chris. Pinocchio is one I could do without too. To me, what makes Pinocchio special was how old it was and how, that animation style in that era. Seeing it reimagined, I don't know. I just feel like maybe Tom Hanks sold his soul to someone at Disney and is contractually obligated to appear in like 57 movies, between now and the end of days. And this is just another one of those movies. So while we're just talking about some of those live actions, Aladdin was decent. There are some things I would have changed. I liked the things they added to Aladdin. I wish, I don't want to praise Will Smith in general because he kind of likes to hit people on stage. But in that movie, I thought Will Smith was great, but I wish they had like loosened the reins a little bit and let him be more Will Smith, more over the top as the genie. But Aladdin was decent. Cinderella, in my opinion, is still the best of those remakes. It adds the most to the story. I think it's beautiful in anything that they updated. Sorry, just trying to read something. How does Matt do this? How does Matt just look at 50 things at one time and does this well? I don't know. What do you guys want to talk about? Let me tell you about Paul McCartney. No? Okay. You guys want to hear a joke? This is going really well. There's I'm not telling that joke. What do you guys really want to talk about? Let's go back. Let's look at Matt's gosh. Let's look at Matt's bookshelf. How many figments can we count? I feel like this is like Dora the Explorer because I can't hear you guys and I just go, I see that many too. Okay, there's the 2 pops and it looks like there's another figment outside of the box on top of one of the pops, so 3. Stuffed Figment 4, and then the iconic popcorn bucket. I see 5 Figments, 2 Orange Birds. Oh my gosh, this dude has a lot of tiki cups. Mugs? Comment below if they're mugs or cups. Spencer, I am so excited that you're excited, and I definitely want Matt to see this comment about Kenny Ortega, but no one is as excited as I am right now to be filling in airtime. Let me see. What do you guys want to know? Oh, I'm going to Disney next week. Sorry, this is just, I don't know what else to say. Okay. So thank the Lord. People are commenting. Patrick, been trying to watch Chip and Dale a little here and there. Honestly, it's hilarious. We watched Chip and Dale for our Discord movie night this past Friday. It was so funny. It's very meta. It's the kind of thing that you're going to need to watch several times over to catch all the references. But Dusty asked a question. I would like to know which classic you'd like to see in live action. Oh no, Matt's here. Oh no, we were having so much fun. Honestly, if I were to see something move or, to be remade into live action, I don't think I would do any of the classics. I think I would do something that as an animated movie didn't get the love that it should have, like Atlantis or Treasure Planet, and see that reimagined into live action. I think that would be better than taking classic animated movies like Pinocchio that Walt Disney literally had a hand in and throwing, meh CGI on it and calling it a day. Oh, Matt, I am so excited you're here. We literally were just...
I don't even know where you are.
I don't know where I am either. What do you mean?
Like, what is the topic of discussion?
But we were all over the place. We talked about the Pinocchio trailer a little bit. I'm actually having a hard time hearing you. And then we were just talking about live actions in general. We talked about Chip and Dale. We played I Spy with your bookshelf because everybody apparently is, 5 years old.
Can you hear me better now?
A little bit. If you guys can hear Matt, let us know. But
I didn't change anything.
Oh, I don't know. I haven't turned anything down on my end. Yeah, guys, let us know if you can hear Matt. Otherwise, I'm just going to keep monologuing.
Pump it up a little bit.
There you go. Oh, thank God. Yeah, that's so much better.
We'll see how long this lasts. So, Swansea says no.
Oh, I can hear you just fine.
Very
give it a few seconds. They may be a little behind on the stream.
What about now?
Okay.
Check.
Yeah. That's
Better?
That's full blast, bud.
Well, I don't even know what happened because I didn't change anything. Oh, well, Patrick, okay. I think this is going to be a heavily edited episode. This is going to be great. All right.
Oh my gosh.
Dying after 4 years. I think I need to replace my sound mixer. I think it's pretty old.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Well, look, it's a live show. We have proven that time and time again. Honestly, though, we do these shows so we can interact with you guys live. We know that life happens. We've had dogs barking, children crying. I've had things fall over at my table. Oh, well. Look, sometimes you just gotta have a cry fest. I mean, I do it 4 or 5 times a week myself.
Yeah.
That's not true.
Yeah.
It's like 2 or 3.
Dusty wants to ask the same question.
What you would remake?
I'm sorry. So what?
What animated film you would move into a live action version?
Oh, Let me ponder that real quick.
Swansea.
Is this pre-recorded? No, we're very much live.
Oh gosh.
What? Ooh, animated would I want live action?
Yeah.
And by live action, are we talking about like Lion King live action? Since most Disney movies are CG.
Yeah.
I would love to see. You know what? I think Hercules would be interesting. Live action.
Hercules would be fun.
If we're
Hercules could be fun.
Hercules, I would even take. I think the Great Mouse Detective would be fun. But I heard we may actually get that. I don't know.
Really?
I don't know.
I don't either.
All those.
All right.
Wings.
Are we ready to talk planes, trains, and automobiles?
Let's do it. John Candy. All the things. No. Disney World modes of transportation, because there are so many of them.
Okay. But for educational purposes, some have different perks than others. Some are, better to use at different times for different reasons. We gotta let everyone know.
True. So there's really would you say 5? So let's list them off. So we have the monorail.
Mm-hmm.
We have bus.
Mm-hmm.
We have Skyliner.
Mm-hmm.
We have. I'm going to separate ferry
from the friendship boats,
and just other boats in general.
I think you should.
So
there's enough boats all around.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Because like the Magic Kingdom resort boats.
Yeah.
Are different in a way, I guess. So.
Well, yeah, they're taking you from a different place. And again, it should, well, we'll talk about it when we get into this, but we didn't want to include things like Uber because obviously if you guys just want to hop in an Uber, you can, but these are specific to Walt Disney World. Also not a mode of transportation, like the little bikes you can rent at the boardwalk. We're not getting into the nitty gritty or your legs. We're not being smart aleck. We're just saying normal modes of transportation around the resort.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So I think probably for both of us, way down at the bottom of the list, number 5 would be
ferry.
Okay, maybe not.
Oh.
Really?
I hate the ferry, yeah.
Oh, I love the ferry more than I do the bus.
Well, okay. Well, so do we want to do this? You want me to talk my number 5 and you do your number 5?
Sure, why not? Because apparently they're different.
Apparently. I just don't like the ferry. I think it's the timing between the ferry and the monorail is about the same, but the entertainment value in terms of standing or sitting on the ferry is just boring to me. It's also uglier and there's all kinds of sweaty people around you. I don't take the ferry when I need to go from Ticket and Transportation Center to Magic Kingdom. I take the monorail. Unless there's been an accident recently, in which case I will take the ferry because there was a while where the monorail just kept having issues. But I just don't like it. I don't know. It's not my favorite thing. No, I know buses aren't ideal either, but there are some things I have to say for the buses.
Well, when you're talking about things that smell funny.
Yeah, the buses.
Well, monorail might take the cake on that, but yeah, the buses, they're crowded. You have to wait a long time for them most of the time. Not all the time, but sometimes, especially if park closed and you're trying to get to your resort. Ugh, awful. And you're like crowded in, and if you don't have a seat, like you're standing, hanging on to one of the straps the entire time. It's just, and some of those things. I mean, who was it? Oh yeah, it was in our messenger thread that you don't comment in.
Okay, here's the thing, friends who are in that thread who are listening. I read them. I had to put it on mute shortly after we started because it was going off a lot and I was at work or something and I just never unmuted. And then I've just been distracted recently. I'm sorry.
Well, apparently it rained in Jody's bus the other day.
No, I did not see that. Sorry, Jody.
So yeah,
What happened? Was it there was a leak or the AC was like dripping
no, it was
water?
raining.
It was actually
It
raining
was actually raining outside,
and it
and
went
the
into
rain
the
was
bus.
coming
Oh
inside.
no.
Uh,
Okay. All right.
Allie said we had a bus driver play Disney trivia with us on our rides
See,
last trip.
this is why I want to have it as that's why it's my number 4.
But I've had boat
Ferry
captains do
drive,
the
but
same thing.
not boat captains. Ferry. I'm still sticking with the ferry.
Well, the ferry is number 4 for me.
Okay.
Only
Only because the buses suck so much.
yeah. Oh, some of them. Some buses are cool, like the Figment bus.
Shout out to Adam.
Mr. Duckworth, yes. Yeah, buses are at the bottom of my list, but the ferry is slightly above that. I think there's just something iconic about taking the ferry to and from Magic Kingdom, especially to, um, they're obviously, I think the boats have changed, but the concept has always been in place.
Yeah.
And, you, especially early in the morning, you get great views of the Polynesian and the Grand Floridian, and just the approach to the Magic Kingdom is, I don't know, it's just I have a lot of memories from the ferry. In fact, we've discussed it before. One of my very first memories of Disney World, and we did pinpoint it, so I was like 2, and I
Yeah.
remember. I remember seeing Goofy on water skis.
Wild.
And there was a point in time where they did have some characters on water skis in Seven Seas Lagoon. So,
Well, the reason I have buses at number 4 is like we said, I've had great experiences, and you have this with the boat drivers too. But I've had a lot of great experiences with bus drivers. I've also had Disney trivia. I've had bus drivers who get the whole bus to sing Christmas carols at Christmas time. That's really fun. Yes, the buses are unreliable, which is why if you have driven to Walt Disney World and you're staying on property, I recommend just driving to the resorts because those buses are unpredictable. And if you're staying on property, you're not going to be paying to park. However, the buses are, available at almost every resort. They have changed that in the last few years with the addition of a new mode of transportation to certain resorts. But yeah, the buses aren't great, but it is, it is a nice option to have if you did not drive. They're just kind of just unreliable. I think that's the best way of describing it.
especially as of late, and we know that's staffing issues.
Oh
But
gosh, yeah.
yeah, I think if you're planning on coming down in the near future, just be aware that you might experience some delays. So, all right. Well, we've just knocked out 4 and 5. So, right square in the middle, number 3.
Number 3 is where I have the other boats. Growing up and going to Disney, I've talked about it many times. Our home was Fort Wilderness. And so we would take the boat from Fort Wilderness over to Magic Kingdom. But there's boats everywhere. And same kind of thing. You can have boat captains who are really engaging. There's boats. We mentioned all the Magic Kingdom resorts. There's boats over in that's the friendship boats over from Epcot and Hollywood Studios. They're good. The boats are good, but if the weather's bad,
Not great.
no.
But yeah, and I mean, I have the boats at number 3, and much for the same reason. I think it's interesting that it's all similar. It's a similar mode of transportation, but like each location is a little different. So like the boats from the Grand Floridian, the Polynesian to Magic Kingdom, or like you said, Fort Wilderness, or some of those are like big.
Those are really big. Yeah, they're even different between the different resorts around Magic Kingdom. Yeah.
Yeah, and then you have the friendship boats. I think those are fun.
hmm
I like those. Very kind of the European river kind of
Yeah.
river boats. So, and then you have the boats over at Riverside and French Quarter.
That's right.
That'll take you over to Disney Springs.
Yeah. And isn't there one for no, you go past Saratoga. Saratoga has a boat, doesn't it?
It's the same. Yeah,
That's
sorry.
the same whole loop. Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, I think the boat transportation around property offers convenience for pretty much most of the places. So I'm trying to
hmm
think. The only place it can't take you is Animal Kingdom. Because
Yeah,
nothing can
in
get
some way or another. Yeah, no.
for us.
Just a bus. But yeah, the boat still has this. I mean, every mode of transportation is going to have this because I don't know if you guys are aware, Disney World is pretty busy. You still are going to have to stand sometimes. We've had to take boats where Wilderness Lodge and Fort Wilderness shared a boat. And that was just madness being packed in there. And there's no breeze. There's no breeze. Some people have the windows up. There's no air. So, there's pros and cons to all of them. But on a nice day with the windows down or on one of those open air boats, you can't beat that.
Or you get sometimes.
Or you can because there's
a great view of the electrical water pageant. Susie's favorite nighttime spectacular.
There's no good views of that except in the rear view mirror as you are pulling away from it. I hate it.
So wrong. But come on, the new edition was nice. The 50th anniversary edition.
Yes. It's not just the lights that bother me. I'm telling you, because Fort Wilderness, every freaking time we would try to leave, going either at night to Magic Kingdom or coming back, that dumb parade would be out there. And then we're waiting for 15 minutes while, what is your grand old flag plays or something. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm tired.
we should definitely do a history deep dive on this because it is fascinating how they're like, all right, we need something to open up the resort. Let's throw some lights on a screen and see if it works.
Whatever. All right, boats.
Boats or three.
Boats.
I almost said a line from Step Brothers, but I didn't. So.
Nice. Number two.
Number two
For me is the Skyliner.
Same.
All right, let's talk Skyliner because Swansea was talking about some of the cons of it, and we'll get to those in a second. But pros, it's very relaxing. It is so nice just to sit in that little pod and the thing comes on and it's like, we're doing the flying over Disney's Caribbean Beach Resort. Like it's just, the wind is blowing. I like the Skyliner.
I love the views.
Mm-hmm.
I think the views are great. Especially there's one that's really cool. I like the Skyliner station over by Pop Century. You're going over the water there.
Mm-hmm.
And at sunset, it's like perfect.
Oh, awesome.
Coming in, it's fantastic.
Unfortunately, it's not available everywhere and you can't go everywhere with it.
That's a con.
And it is a little slow. I mean, you get on quick, the line moves, but it's a little bit more of a enjoying the journey, not the destination kind of transportation.
Sure. Oh, I like the nice breeze that you get.
Mm-hmm.
You actually do get quite a bit of airflow coming through the cabin. So that's great, especially on the warmer days.
All of the days.
But
like Swansea said, same thing. If the weather's bad, if there's lightning.
Right. Windy. If it's windy, they can sway a little bit. And if you get stuck on one of those, like actually stuck, good luck.
Like the second day it was operational.
Yeah, that's only happened like twice. Where they've had like a really
right
delayed emergency because of the
Crash.
crashes, the unscheduled downtime.
That's what we're calling it. What a PR response, Matt.
Yes, but they take you to some of my favorite places.
Sure do.
I mean, Epcot, Hollywood Studios, obviously
Mhm.
the two parks, but you stop over at Riviera,
Mm-hmm.
go up to Topolino's, have yourself a
Mm-hmm.
nice dinner. It's good to go.
Good views there too.
Yes, 100%. So,
All right. Well, I guess it's a little bit obvious what our number one picks are. They're the
Mhm.
same.
the paddle boats
Yeah.
over at I don't know. I just made that up.
You can rent the little 2-person boats where you pedal. I guess it's a pedal boat.
Yeah.
I don't know. They had those at Fort Wilderness years ago. We did one and got
Or
stuck.
the tandem bicycles, like the 4-person bicycles over at
Oh, those are so annoying though. Do you remember having to avoid like people with those when we went on our run last year?
Yeah,
Which, by the way, is coming up on a year.
a year ago, Susie.
Yeah.
What are they doing for the summer? I didn't see
I
that.
don't know. I haven't seen an announcement. Hold on. Run Disney. Springtime surprise, wine and dine, Disney World. Nope, they haven't announced it yet.
Interesting.
Oh, wait, virtual. Oh, it literally starts tomorrow. Okay, yeah, they did announce it. It's Frozen. These are pretty.
Yay.
The only thing open is the virtual challenge. And I'm going to be honest with you guys. I don't think these are pretty enough to pay $160. So
I'll have to take a look at them.
yeah, I like my Lion King ones from last year.
Yeah, those are cool. I still have them. I need to like put them in a box or something.
Yeah, like a shadow box.
Yes.
With your bib.
Yeah.
And a picture of us because we had so much fun. You did a great job. I'm so proud of you for doing that. That was fun.
Yeah, I need to get back in it. I haven't run in quite a while.
I haven't either. I've been doing other things. It's just been too hot for even.
Or I could pull a Sarah and just wing it. Hi, Sarah.
Hi, Sarah. Matt's being mean.
I'm not being mean.
You can do. Listen, once you've done it before, your body knows what to do. Yeah.
I'm more impressed than anything. She like did she do the half and full?
I think she did Goofy. Yeah.
Yeah, she did the half and full, like cold turkey, no training.
Like that episode of How I Met Your Mother where Barney does the New York Marathon.
Oh boy.
All right, monorail.
Monorail.
It's stinky, but who cares?
I mean, it is quintessential Disney World.
It's iconic. Disney World,
I mean, look over there on my shelf.
We did for like 5 minutes.
Over there, monorail blue, hanging out. So
remember being able to ride in the front with the captain?
Oh, that was so many great memories. So that sad we can't do that anymore, but
it's okay. It makes sense.
Yeah. Oh, there's
Tammy. Yeah.
She's watching.
Sarah's on a cruise. She's not watching. Oh, Tammy, that's so funny.
Sarah's mother.
But Sarah's like, I haven't done a lot of training. I was like, are you gonna be okay? And then she freaking did it. And I was like, heck yeah.
Yeah.
And listen, you'll be surprised what your body will do when t-shirts and carbs are on the line. Mm-hmm. You can do anything.
Yep. Oh yeah. Monorail. It's iconic.
Yeah.
I mean, when you think of Disney World, like that is one of the first things I think of especially for transportation. But promotional stuff, you see it all in promotions. It's just been such a huge part of Disney World and Disneyland's history. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's an icon in itself.
Yeah, the t-shirts, the hats they have, the little Lego sets. It's the monorail. And do they need to be updated? Yeah. But as a concept, It's pretty good. The lines for the monorails may look long. It moves pretty quick. They always are coming around, and that monorail ride from Magic Kingdom, or even the Ticket and Transportation Center rather, to Epcot, it's just so relaxing. And then you go around Epcot, and it's so pretty, especially right now with the festival going on and the flowers and the gardens and everything. Yeah, I love a good monorail ride.
Going through the Contemporary.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. In Disneyland, going through the Matterhorn.
Oh, I can't wait to do that one day.
Yes. Yeah, I think the convenience of the monorail, especially staying on the monorail resorts, it just allows you to be able to resort hop so easily.
Yeah.
And be able to experience not just your resort, but the neighboring resort. So, yeah. Of course, you know how much we love the Polynesian. So,
very true.
Just being able to say, hey, we're going to go over, have a dinner at Citricos, or go over to the Contemporary and have dinner at Steakhouse 71 or California Grill. It's I love the convenience of having the monorail there, and I am looking forward to having new monorails, hopefully soon, because the ones we currently have, not only do they smell funny, they I don't want to call them death traps, but they are
the safety could be improved.
They are expired, and no amount of reupholstery
or paint on the outside or the little stickers they put on,
get rid of that
vinyl. Yeah.
So
anyhow,
anyway,
well, yeah, thanks guys. That was one for the books.
It was. What's your favorite mode of transportation? Everybody, leave a comment on our social media channels. Leave us a comment under this video on Facebook or on YouTube or on Twitter, and just let us know what mode of transportation you like at Disney World, what makes them special to you, if you have a special memory that's tied to something.
Yeah, let's hear those.
Let's hear that.
Again, what makes any mode of transportation great at the end of the day is the cast members. I think we can all agree that that's the thread that ties everything together, that makes these experiences better. It doesn't matter if the monorail is a little stinky, and it doesn't matter if the ferry is a little bit boring, as long as you've got good cast members there to brighten your day.
For sure. And just a little side note here. I just want to say this about Sarah, who is cruising. I'm so glad Sarah is cruising this week.
Oh my gosh, right? Like 4 years later, 3 years later.
I booked this cruise. It's been moved, I think, twice. I booked it 3 years ago. So I was very, very happy to see her and her friends set sail.
Yeah.
On the Disney Fantasy. So
I'm so jealous. They're having a great time, I'm sure. But yeah. Well, Matt, how did you book their cruise? Are you a travel agent?
Yes.
Oh, nice. All right, and that's going to do it for today's episode.
Not only am I traveling with you guys right now on trips and upcoming trips and future trips, and we would like to take this moment to point out that next Wednesday, 2023 packages drop.
That's true. That's true. I've got some clients who need their tickets added who I've been texting.
Yes. And if you haven't already booked your room, all you need now is a $200 deposit, and you can lock in your dates, your room, your tickets. All that's taken care of. And so that'll open up through all of 2023. So through the Christmas holiday. So shoot us an email. Our email is ImagineEarsPodcast@gmail.com. And just let us know the dates you want to go, and we will be happy to get you a no obligation quote. So good times. I'll be going to Disney winter next trip.
June 10th.
Very
Yeah,
good.
so not this Friday, but the next Friday.
Very good.
And it's just a 2-day trip.
I have to go down to Orlando on, I think, July 9th. I think it's a Friday.
Mhm.
I have my global entry interview at MCO. So finally get
Ooh,
that taken care of.
that's a Saturday.
It's a Friday, so maybe the 8th.
Oh, okay.
Whatever that Friday is in July.
It's the 8th. I was going to say if it was a Saturday and know if I don't know, Becca doesn't have a pass, does she?
No.
I was going to say we could all go
Hopefully
to.
those come back soon too.
Oh my gosh, what is up with that?
Crazy.
It's been 8 months.
Yeah.
All right. Oh,
Anyway. But yes, I'm getting my global entry interview. So now I will be able to hopefully, when I go abroad and come back from an international trip, I'll have a little bit easier route to come through customs. So,
Dusty, I see your
oh
comment.
yes, Dusty calling to book his 3 weeks from Fort Wilderness in 2023. Very good, sir.
Love it. I love it. Absolutely obsessed with Fort Wilderness.
Yeah, and get those early because they will
Oh my
go
gosh, yeah.
very, 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 very quickly.
Mm-hmm.
We had somebody ask us like, "Hey, we want to go to the campground for Thanksgiving or Christmas." I'm like,
What year?
so, yep. Oh, Tammy says, so worth it. Very quick interview, global entry. So, those seasoned travelers, those.
If he passes it, we'll see. Matt's a little sketchy.
Yep. Anyway.
Anyhow, that was a fun night.
Yeah, that was fun. So, sorry about the little delay there, but we got the ball rolling eventually.
Well, I'm sorry you guys had to listen to me ramble for a little bit.
Although I'm gonna have to go back and listen to the Chippendale Rescue Rangers.
It was just a little bit. We were talking about that, and we were talking. You know what, Matt? Maybe the show doesn't need you. You know what? Maybe I can just carry it on my own.
Next week, Susie flying solo.
Oh, absolutely not. No. If I had notes and I was prepared, still no. But I, I'm not great at improv apparently.
Yeah,
which is what makes
yourself. I don't know how some people do it.
I don't either. Thank goodness, I have a great co-host.
Oh, likewise, my friend. Likewise.
Oh, thank you.
And we have great listeners. We appreciate you guys.
Do.
Thank you so much for listening and supporting the podcast. And if you haven't already subscribed, you can subscribe by going to any one of our podcast locations. We're on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, wherever you like to listen to your podcast. You can find us by searching for the ImagineEars Disney Podcast. Leave us a rating. Tell us what you love about the show. And something is very funny.
Swansea's comment. Awkward 45 minutes with Susie. That's literally the name. I mean, that would be the name if I had my own podcast. It'd be
like a great Patreon video.
Where I just pop off. Listen, give me a topic. I'll go off. But if I'm just sitting here, otherwise I'm not a great.
We considered doing an Obi-Wan episode tonight, but we're going to wait until the series till the season is done. Is this a one season thing or?
It's supposed to be, but I have a feeling there will be more. I don't know. They all want to come back and it's being so well received. It's the biggest Disney Plus show opening weekend that they've had. They announced with the most streams, so we'll see.
Crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Well, stick around for that episode because it'll be coming here in a few weeks.
Oh, yeah.
Well, once again, we appreciate you all, and we look forward to coming at you next week with another episode. But until then, friends, remember, if you can dream it, you can do it.
There's really no secret about our approach. We keep moving forward, opening up new doors, doing new things, because we're curious. And curiosity keeps leading us down new paths. We're always exploring and experimenting.